Yo! What's going on, guys? Welcome to the chopping block. That's right. I decided to change the name to the chopping block because someone I know suggested it, and I thought that sounds way cooler. I'm going to have to do that. So, welcome to the chopping block on the cutting edge of metal. And welcome to a new installment in our series Classic Metal Album Reviews. And today we're doing the grindcore classic Terrifyer by Pig Destroyer. And the reason why I chose this was because a comment on a previous video suggested it, and I thought, you know what? Grindcore is one of those genres where I've never found a band that's like I loved in it. I always thought it's good. I always thought, yeah, grindcore, cool. I'm always down for grindcore, but I've never found a passion or a love for it. So I said, why not start today? Why not have a look at a grindcore album and do that? So that's what I decided to do. Now, before we get into it, there's one thing I will say. Certain special editions of this album on CD included a sludge metal EP called Natasha. I heard this when I was researching it, and I will not review Natasha for two reasons. First of all, it's kind of considered a separate EP from the little research I did, and second of all, it's a sludge metal EP. It's not like grindcore. It doesn't really fit into the vibe, in my opinion. So I'm just considering it a separate thing. So that's what it is. But before I get into this album review, remember, we've got to do something. We've got to look at the cover art. Now, this album cover I think is pretty good. I'm pretty down for it. Reason number one, it's a much more striking and much more interesting and kind of out there than most grindcore album covers. Second of all, it's very creepy looking. It's very unsettling. Almost, I don't want to say gross, but you kind of look at it and you're kind of like, oh. What is that? Like, well, you know what it is, but it's like, huh? It's a bit like creepy and off-putting. And I think the main reason is the woman on this cover here, her face is like shaded, like there's a shadow in it, and so you can't really see her. And so for me, there's always this air of mystery of like, who is this? What am I looking at? Like, what's her deal? Because I can't see her face. It's very like mistrusting and unsettling, which I love. So pretty good album cover, but will the music hold it up? I guess we'll have to see. I'm going to go listen to it now, and afterwards I'll give you my thoughts, comments, and final score. So I'll see you after that. Bye! Hey guys, how's it going? I just listened to the album, and it was really good. I really liked it, I will say that. But let's go over what I liked about it. First of all, that intro, I loved it. That was such an awesome intro to an album. Like that first song where it's like kind of atmospheric noises with footsteps, almost like a creepy horror movie. And then all of a sudden that first screen, just out of nowhere, I was just like, whoa, that made me jump. It was almost like I got attacked. I was like, So like, it was pretty scary, but like an awesome start to the album. So good. Another thing I loved about it, production was fairly clean and pretty good. In grindcore, sometimes usually the production's like fairly good, but it felt very like, I don't know, almost felt like I was in the room. Like I just heard everything so clearly. Like I could hear the drums, they were punchy, the guitar and bass was punchy, the vocals were present, like everything was just so present. I could just hear it so well, and I liked that. The other thing I liked was it was quite technical and proficient. Like sometimes grindcore can be a bit sloppy, and that's not always bad, especially when it gets really fast. But it wasn't. It was quite like some of the parts I was like, that's pretty hard to play on drums, or that's pretty hard to play on guitar. Like, damn, they're pulling off tricky stuff. That's pretty cool. And the other thing I liked about it was quite melodic. Well, not super melodic, like it's grindcore, right? Like, doesn't get that melodic, but sometimes there was a little bit of melody or a little bit of harmony, and I was like, oh, hold on, that's not bad, that's interesting. Kind of just freshened it up a little bit, because sometimes it can get a bit boggy, which I will say was my only complaint about the album. Towards the end, I was like, okay, yeah, it's getting a bit samey, blah, 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 same sort of stuff. But another thing on that note that I liked was the continuity of songs. Like, songs just flowed into each other. I constantly had to check my phone sometimes to be like, is this one really long song or has the song changed? Like, because they just flowed so smoothly. Sometimes it would happen without me noticing. So, and I think that's really good in grindcore, particularly because it's a genre with short songs. Because sometimes when songs like stop and start in grindcore, it's almost like I'm stalling a car. It's like, oh, we're going, oh, we're stopped. Oh, we're going, oh, we're stopped. It's like, what's going on, guys? And so I liked how they tried to smooth it out a little bit. So that was really cool. Yeah, good album. Best song on the album will go to Grave Dancer. Thought that was really cool, with that interesting kind of creepy sample in there as well. But my final score for it is 8 out of 10. It was really good. I liked it. I would recommend it to a lot of people, particularly people who aren't into grindcore and were like, what's all this about? What's this silliness? I would give him his album because I say it's fairly beginner friendly when it comes to grindcore, and it's just fun. It's just cool. I like it. Creepy, angry, but in a good way. Thanks you guys for watching. Appreciate all the views and appreciate all the comments very much. Let me know what you thought of this album and put any requests down in the comments. Thank you for watching. The Chopping Block, out.